Hey folks, Mike Dawkins from Worldcast Anglers here with your Jackson Hole weekend fly fishing forecast for the weekend of July 18th and 19th. Pretty traditional summer day here in Wyoming. High pressure, lots of sun, not a cloud in the skies, crystal blue skies. Grand Teton behind me. Snake River dropping, clearing. It's been fishing great these past couple weeks. Definitely another opportunity to throw into your quiver for fishing this weekend. Looking forward into this weekend. It looks hot, it looks dry, it looks sunny. It's pretty typical Rocky Mountain summer weather. Saturday 82 is a high, 53 is a low. Sunday 82 is a high, 52 as a low. So lots of sun, lots of heat, probably comes with good afternoon wind as things warm up in our valleys and we get that sort of change in air temperature and our change in our air columns where we start to see some really windy afternoons and things like that when it gets really hot. But summer's here, it's got its firm grasp on us. Looking forward into the 14-day forecast. It's lots of this behind us. So for us that live here during the wintertime, we'll take it. Shorts, flip-flops, t-shirts, it feels pretty darn good. With that being said, start to look for some of your fishing opportunities to be better or more productive in those lower light periods or those times of the day when there's not a lot of people on the water. As I said, it's summertime here. It's like Christmas Day every day. Everyone wants to be out on the water. Everybody wants to be fishing. We've had some great reports coming back from our guides and at the fly shop of guys that are going really early. They're meeting around 6:30, being on the water, waiting for things to warm up, getting off the water when everyone else is sort of stopping for lunch or starting to begin their day. Or we've had a lot of guys meeting later, which has been really good too. Meeting around 9, 10, getting on the water around lunchtime and fishing until the evening. It's only going to increase your enjoyment. It's only going to increase your dry fly fishing opportunities and activity, and I think you're going to like it even more. So look for some of those lower light periods in the early morning and the evening to be really productive here moving forward when we have lots of sun, we don't have any cloud cover, and we have lots of river traffic. The Snake behind me, 2,160 CFS being discharged from Jackson Lake Dam. Get this, Snake going into Palisades Reservoir before the Salt and the Grays, 5,660. If you look at that thing on the USGS graph, it is dropping like a rock. Clarity is great. We've got caddis, PMDs, yellow sallies, and stoneflies out and about. Dry dropper fishing has still been really good. Riffle fishing and things like that has, it's coming into its own, but we'll see that become more consistent here in the next couple weeks as things sort of continue to stabilize. So look for the Snake from top to bottom to be fishing really well right now, as well as all of the tributaries. Gros Ventre, Hoback, Grays, some of those other things you want to get off the beaten path and do some walk wade fishing, get away from the crowds. Those are going to be great options here for the next 4 to 6 weeks. The South Fork of the Snake, 12,400 CFS being discharged from Palisades Dam, 12,800 CFS there on the lower river around Heise. We've seen salmon flies pretty much finish up on the South Fork of the Snake. You'll see some here and there on the upper, but the big bug fishing has more been concentrated on goldens and things along those lines. You probably still can get some really good salmon fly eats. Don't let that information deter you from trying, but definitely don't be expecting it for it to be lights out salmon fly fishing like we saw the past 10, 14 days ago in the canyon and things like that. We're seeing a lot of PMDs, we're seeing a lot of caddis and a lot of yellow sallies all over the river, as well as those golden stones that I was first mentioning. The riffle fishing is similar to the Snake. I think it just hasn't really settled in there. We've got some fish that are nosing up in there. A lot of those spots, just aren't ready yet. Whether it's water clarity, whether the water level is a little too high, maybe the temperature. Think about this, folks. About a month ago, it rained for 10 straight days. So if you want to calculate that 10 straight days, to this time now, we're sort of just getting started in our fishing on the South Fork of the Snake and the Snake. So just be patient, be ready, be opportunistic, and harvest those opportunities in those low light periods, and you'll be pleasantly surprised. The Teton and Teton Valley, 472 CFS there around Driggs, 1,120 CFS there on the lower river around St. Anthony. The Teton, similarly, it's in great shape. clarity is great, water temperature is great, tons of yellow sallies, tons of PMDs, tons of caddis. Small attractor fishing, dry dropper fishing has been really good. Small streamer fishing has been really good during those lower light periods. It's been a busy place, just like anything else. And how I preferenced this, our beginning message: go early, go late. Don't go in the middle of the day, or 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on a Saturday or Sunday, and expect the river not to be crowded, because it's going to be jammed packed with people. So definitely keep that in mind. The canyon, the lower river, has been dry dropper paradise. If you have the opportunity to get down there, it's been fishing really well as well. The Henry's Fork, 1,590 CFS being discharged from the box, 2,340 CFS there around Ashton. Starting from the bottom to the top, Ashton, after a great spring and early summer, we're seeing things slow down. It's been hot, it's been dry, it's been windy. You've got water temps that are increasing. You've got weed growth that's increasing. So look for it to sort of be on its way out, and look for those fishing opportunities to be there in the morning when the water temperatures are its coolest. Land fish as fast as possible. Use the heaviest tippet as possible. You don't have to post every fish that you catch on Instagram. Let them go. We don't need to stress them out any more than we're already doing with hooking them in the face and fighting them to the net. The ranch has been really good. PMDs, some leftover drakes here and there. I definitely would throw some terrestrials in your fly box just to be ready. There's hoppers buzzing around all over out here. I would think the same is for the ranch, where they're probably getting ready. They're in those smaller sizes, so ants, beetles, hoppers, just have a couple. You know, it may be that piece to the puzzle that you're looking for to throw something different. Box Canyon has still been really good, dry dropper style, with leftover goldens and drakes paired with, you know, heavy jig-styled flies, bullet quills, perdigons, tungsten tactical, pheasant tails, and anything along those lines. Look for the salt. It's 810 CFS. The green, 849 CFS. They're both in great summer fishing shape right now. So if you've been fishing the South Fork or the Henry's Fork or the Snake and you're ready to check something else out, go camping, go check out the salt, go check out the green. As I was saying earlier, the tributaries to the Snake are open and starting to fish really well. The tributaries to the Teton and the South Fork of the Snake are open now. They've been fishing really well. So your big dilemma is figuring out where to go, but I guarantee you, if you go, you'll probably have some really good fishing to be had and enjoy some really good time on the water. It's summer here, so what's not to like? We've got nothing to complain about. We've got plenty of fishing to be had. So definitely check out any of those areas that I was just talking about and enjoy it. Have a great weekend and a safe weekend when you're out on the water with your family and friends or your buddies. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate everybody's business this summer, and we'll see you here next week.